It's complete. Well, not complete. The skeleton's complete. We have the outside of the Hive City completed. Finally, yes we do. And hello and welcome back to another episode on the TryCraft server. It is fantastic to have you here. As always, this was so much work. It was so much work getting all of that stone brick, getting all of the cracked stone brick, the mossy stone brick, and everything else to get this completely taken care of. We have the skeleton of at least the Hive City itself completed. It is done. So now the only thing we have to do is put a little bit of detail on the top and build a few other of these towers on the outside, do the detailing on the outside, which comparatively speaking is not going to take anywhere near as long as it took to gather all of the stone brick for all of this. This is just epic amounts of work that we've gotten done here on this, and I'm very, very, very happy with it. So, it is very nice to see it mostly done. I mean, like I said, we have to do the towers, we have to do the detailing, we have to add lighting, we have to do all the little things here, but the hardest part of the job, which is actually getting all of the resources for this monstrosity, have been taken care of. So we don't have to worry about doing that ever again. We demolished that stronghold that I found. I mean, literally, the only thing that's left intact is the portal room at this point. That's it. Everything else has been taken apart. So, and then you come inside and look at it, and just look how far up that thing goes. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how far up that goes. And of course, this isn't going to be the final form inside either. We're going to have the little sort of, I guess you'd call it, ceilings along every level. The ceiling will be going a little bit further here, but it'll come down this way and it'll go across. You'll have little apartments inside the ceiling and the walls that are built into the ceiling, and it's going to look really, really, really good when we get it all done. So I'm very happy with the way that this has turned out here. So yeah, we're done with the skeleton of this thing, and it couldn't have come any sooner because, like, literally I had run out of brick. I went and did one more, did one more run to the stronghold, got a whole bunch of stuff, brought it back, put it in the storage system, went, I don't know if it's going to be enough, and it was pretty much just enough. To give you an idea, this is what's left. Remember when this chest, not only this chest, double chest was full, but this chest was full, and we had those hoppers full, and yeah, that's all gone now. That is all gone. We have used up all of that. We still have quite a bit of mossy stone, and we've got a little bit of cracked stone left, but as far as regular stone brick, this is all we have is, 13 stacks and change, and that's all we have left. So, yeah, very glad we were able to get all of that taken care of. So, now that that's taken care of, what do we have to do in this episode? I only have two things left here, because first we need to actually work on the governor's tower. I want to get the tower put in and ready to go, and I want to make sure that it looks as imperial as possible. So we're going to have the tower put in with the governor's quarters on top. So we've got to work on putting that as the topper to the base, is getting the governor's tower taken care of. And I have some ideas for that, but in order to actually show you those, we're going to have to go over to my testing worlds, where I can show you some of the ideas that I've gotten for completing the top of the tower. So let's go over there, and I'll meet you there in just a few minutes.
Hello, Evil Kusamoto, breaking into the video here to give you some news. Yes, my plan was coming to fruition, and it seems to have hit a small snag yet again. While good Kusamoto was out grinding some nether quartz for his tower, which was absolutely riveting and probably why he didn't record it, we were messaged by Nox. Yes, the one that found us out, yes! And apparently the house-burning gift we gave him didn't work. In fact, it saved his life. I'm not sure how. We need to find out why. Why did it not work? And he has given us a gift in return that is at customs. Let's go check it out. It sounds like chickens. Wait, those are the ones downstairs. Never mind. I don't know if I trust it. He gave us rocks. I mean, I've had worse gifts. And rose bushes. Oh. We can use the stone to further our aims to build more of the hive. Perhaps this Nox is not such a bad person after all. Maybe he's even evil like we are. Forgive me, an evil chuckle. What is my life debt? I am confused. Let us read this book. Dear Kodo Kusamoto, sir, my apologies, Orododo. I am deeply sorry I misjudged you when you kindly gave me a tour of your base. I was under the delusion that you were an evil mastermind, and building an empire from your base with robot minions and iron henchmen. Right. I must confess I called you a Kodo Karma Sutra just to get a laugh. I mean, that is pretty funny. Now, with your generous gift of invisibility, I think you misspelled that, potion, you have saved me from certain death. My life is in your hands, and I cannot thank you enough. I hereby pledge that if you ever should call on me to fight at your side, I shall not hesitate to give you my assistance, forever in your debt, Nox. XXX. Well, this has turned out better than I could have even possibly imagined. What is better than having a deceased enemy? Having an enemy that will fight at your side and do anything that you ask? A minion, even. Yes, I've always wanted my own minion. Especially those who say that they owe me life debts. That's even better. We have our first real henchman, because Fat Rider, General Baraculus, is sort of worthless, and the Iron Golems just wander about and do nothing. These are not the kind of henchmen we need. We need someone like this. Yes. Yes! It's all coming together.
Oh, wow, that was a little weird. What was I saying? Oh, right, we're working on the tower. That's right. That's why I went out and actually went to the Nether and got a whole bunch of Nether quartz. Because we are going to need quartz for the top of the building, at least for the interior, I think. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, because basically what we want to have is we want to have a tower with a big ball on it. And, well, like I was saying earlier, let me actually get you over to our testing world, and I'll show you a couple of designs that I had in mind for this, which is why I went out and got some of this quartz. But I do want to show you those designs. I just kind of got a little bit sidetracked there somehow. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, right. Testing world. Let's go. All right, so you know how I said I had multiple designs for this? Well, I scrapped all of them and decided to go with this one or a variant thereof. So let me know what you think of this. Yes, I know it looks kind of like an egg. Just bear with me here. So this is sort of a scale model replica of what we've got at the top of the hive base. So what we're going to have, now this is not to scale, mind you. This is probably going to end up being bigger, wider, longer than this, because what we've got is up at the very top there, we have that open space that we've got for the very last level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that in, sort of going up a little bit this direction, and this is sort of standing in for that. And then at the very center of that, we're going to have this, effectively this spire that's going to go up from there, that's made out of gray concrete and gray concrete powder. And this is all subject to change, by the way. I may change my mind on some of this stuff. And then reinforce with your iron bars here. That'll be going up to the bottom of the governor's quarters, which is made of smooth quartz, with some smooth quartz stairs here and there. And I've also chosen to put in some bone blocks to give it an appearance of sort of aging and weathering. I may keep them, I may not. I tried white concrete. White concrete looked just wonky with the quartz, but the smooth quartz is just such an amazing texture. We just had to use it. So effectively what's going to happen is you're going to come up through the water elevator we've got there, and you're going to come into this room. And I chose sea lanterns for the floor, but I may change that up a little bit. I'm not sure yet. But you come into this room that's made out of smooth quartz with sandstone going out into 2 observation platforms here. So these will be identical on both sides. I just only built one because I didn't feel like building both of them. Same type of lighting we've got in the rest of the hive, although we're using white stained glass instead of red stained glass. And then we're using these end-stone slabs up here for the roof. Now, end-stone slabs may not be a thing yet in 1.15. I'll have to double check. I know they are in 1.16. But if not, we can just do full full endstone for the roof. That's not a big deal. And then over here we've got our water elevator is going to take us up to another floor. I'll show you in a second. We've got some quartz pillars in here. And then on this side we've got pictures of the God Emperor, because, why wouldn't you? That's what this is all about. And then the observation platforms I'm pretty happy with, because we've used some stairs here to give it a little bit of feeling of support, and then we've got the iron bars underneath for even more support. These also might change up a little bit. Once you have been suitably awed by the governor's chambers here, you get to go up to his personal chambers, which we've done in dark oak with more sea lanterns. I sort of abandoned the end rod idea and went with sea lanterns because I thought they looked pretty good in here, and I love the look of the dark oak. And we have the bed, which is the slabs, more bone blocks in the back, some bookcases, trapdoor around light. Thought it looked good. This also may change. Anything in the interior may end up changing. But I did love this idea, is instead of having chests and stuff that look kind of, blasé and old school here, we have shulker boxes lining both sides of the walls that blend in with the dark oak texture pretty nicely. So you just have all of your personal storage in these shulker boxes on each side of the wall. We've got 20 of them total. I know I have enough shulker boxes in storage to handle that many on this. So the storage isn't the issue. It's just a matter of how's the interior going to look when all's said and done. You know what I might do? Let's actually hang on one second here. Let's go live experimenting here. Let's take some birch fence. What if we ran this along the top? How would that look? Would that give us a little bit more? Ooh, I actually kind of like that. Ooh, you know what? This might actually work if we did something like that. And then something like this along both sides. Sort of, once again, give it that medieval, dystopian, futuristic feel that you pretty much got when you're talking about Warhammer 40k. I'm actually not upset by that. I think that might give us the bit of detailing that we needed in here. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this design, actually. And remember, like I said, this is going to be a scale model version. The real version is going to be bigger than this. I just built it to see how it would look with the antenna on the top and the 2 observation platforms coming out the sides. We might even do 4 observation platforms, depending on how big this thing turns out to be on the TryCraft server. So we're going to have to play around with it and see what it looks like. Because I know it looks like a big egg right now, but if we did 2 more observation platforms, then I think it would look really interesting. But it's just a matter of seeing how it's going to look full scale once we get it built. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy. All right, let's get back over on the server. But as excited as I am to actually start this project and get the tower taken care of, we've got something else that I wanted to do today. So let's go check the book. And that is breaking in our brand new beacon that we got a couple episodes ago with a challenge. Now, this challenge is a little bit different. It's not a challenge that anyone on the server has challenged me to, or anyone on my Twitter or on my Discord or wherever has challenged me to. This is actually a challenge of something that I saw on a Hermitcraft episode a couple of days ago. And a band by the name of Iskal85, whom you may in fact know, challenged everyone on the Hermitcraft server to go out and to mine 2,000 diamonds, which sounds ridiculous, but he did it in about 3.5 hours, give or take. So I decided that what a better way to break in my beacon than to accept his challenge. Even though he didn't challenge me directly and he only challenged people on the Hermitcraft server, I'm going to take his challenge up. So I'm going to go grab our beacon out of here, which is right there. Ooh, I need to do that too. I almost forgot about my trident. Brand new trident I got on a live stream the other day. And we are going to listen to that thing go forever. And we're going to grab that. Let's just grab 4 of them. That sounds good. And 1 iron for the beacon itself. Oh my god, this thing is loud. Hang on. Let's put some things away and listen to the thing clackety-clack back at us over and over and over again. There we go. Good lord. All right. So we have our beacon, we have our iron, we have a piece of iron for the beacon to feed to it. So we should be all set. So we are going to go take Iskal's challenge of mining 2,000 diamonds. Yes, we are. And while I'm not going to do this all in one sitting, it will be in the same episode, which was one of the rules of this particular challenge. So we are going to take this challenge up, And more than likely what we're going to do is we're going to go find a place, put up the beacon, and then this is going to be done mostly on a live stream that I'm going to do either today or tomorrow. It's Saturday as we speak. And we're going to stream this live for all of you. So we're going to stream some of the most boring content ever, as all I do is mine for like 3 hours. But hey, you know what? It's fun. I enjoy it. I like mining in Minecraft. I think it's cathartic. So let's go get our beacon set up somewhere, and we'll figure out exactly where we're going to be starting this mine at. So one live stream and what feels like an eternity later, I'm going to call it done with mining. Because between the live stream, which was about 2.5 hours, and then off-camera mining, and then mining, scary noises, and then mining while I was doing the social media stuff for Virtual Sundays, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done with mining for quite some time. And to be perfectly honest with you, not only am I done mining for quite some time, but look at the amount of resources we have from just that. Now, this is just the rocks. We're going to get into the precious bits of materials a little bit later. But see, we've got a fair amount of stone here. We've got quite a bit of cobblestone. We got a fair amount of andesite, granite, diorite, and then I turned a bunch of stuff into stone bricks. So we've re-upped stone bricks. We've got 3 boxes full, and that doesn't even include this over here, which is the overflow, which as you can see is overflowed with stone and stone brick. Yeah. So we're good. We're good on regular standard resources for quite some time now, and I've even got some more smooth stone and cracked stone brick cooking up over in the super smelter. But yeah, we did a lot of mining. Just to give you an idea, this is what this area looks like now. So basically, we've mined everything from 9 to 15 out in about I want to say a 20 chunk radius from the beacon. It's a lot. It was a lot of mining, experience. It was a lot of mining that we did here in this area. So every single ore in this area is now been stacked up in my base. We're gonna go take a look at that for a bit. But yeah, this was ridiculous because we mined, and then we mined, and we mined some more. And then just to switch things up, we mined a little bit more, and then I mined off camera. And yeah, I'm done with mining for a while. And I don't know how we've done on the challenge. I really don't. But we're gonna go check that out in just a second here. But this was so much work. Now we did find a slime chunk down here, so that's nice. So we got some slime out of this too. So I put that in a pile as well, so I can show you the amount of slime we got just from like wandering. Oh hey, hello. You just spawned in. Well, isn't that lucky for me and not so much for you? We'll put this on the pile, too, depending on how much you give me. Hi there. Hi. And, oh, they're so cute. And they're now, they're all gone now. All mine. That's another slime block. So we can put that on the pile. So, yeah, let's go see how we did with this particular little challenge here. So we're going to start with some of the less than impressive stuff, and then we'll move on to the more impressive stuff when we get there. So first of all, here's the slime we got. We got, I think, 9 blocks of slime just from wandering around down there. We didn't even have a slime farm built or anything, but we probably will now that I know there's a slime chunk there. So we got 9 blocks of slime. So, and we've got a bunch of slime balls too that we've kept in storage, so I don't think we have to worry about slime anytime soon. So that's the amount of slime we got. Here's the amount of coal that we got. So it doesn't look that impressive until you start looking up, and then you look up, and then you keep looking up, and then you look up, and up, and up, and that's the amount of coal we got. It goes to the ceiling. It's like 14 stacks of coal blocks that we got here. So that's going to be interesting to try and drag down into the dirt and figure out how much coal we actually got out of that. And then we go over to iron here. So iron is not quite as impressive as coal, but it's still fairly impressive. As you see, it goes up about halfway to the ceiling. That's a fair amount of iron. Now, obviously, we don't need iron because we've got an iron farm, but hey, iron's always good to have around. And then we go over to gold. A little bit less impressive on gold. It only goes up to about there, but that's still a couple of stacks of gold just going around and doing that. So that's really impressive. Then we go to redstone, and of course we've got a crap load of redstone. Goes up halfway to the ceiling as well. So it's the redstone. We got lapis, not as impressive. I mean, we only got about a stack and a half of lapis, so it is what it is. But then Then we've got the one that I know you've all been waiting to see, and that is... That's all we got. That's all. Out of that 20 chunks, we got 37 blocks of diamond ore. That's it. That's all. That's all we got. 37 out of 20 chunks. Yep, that's it. So, I hate to say this, but I believe I have failed the 2,000 diamond challenge, because we're not going to be able to mine up 2,000 diamonds in one episode. It's just not going to happen. So Iskale, if you're watching, yep, you win. You have all kinds of one. In fact, let's go ahead and break these down right now just to see how many we've got. We might as well repair up our Silk Touch pickaxe while we're doing it. So let's jump up here and see what we've got for diamonds. So grand total diamonds is 69. Nice. But that's definitely not, that's not 2,000. It's not 2,000 diamonds by any stretch of the imagination, which is kind of, well, I mean, what are you going to do? That's all we were able to get. We did knock a hole in our floor here. We got to go fix that quickly somehow. What can I, you know what? Give me this. Let me just take this real fast, and we'll go down here. And yeah, we'll just fix it that way, and there we go. And no one saw a thing. So yeah, so that's all the diamonds we got, was 69 diamonds, which is kind of depressing, kind of upsetting. But I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't do much about it. So let's go put our diamonds away in our chest with our rest of our diamond blocks, and then we'll go in and we will. 7 more diamond blocks. I mean, it's definitely not 2,000. We now have, what, 39 diamond blocks, 29 diamonds? I mean, we're not poor, but it's just not, it's not what I wanted. All right, well, now the really fun part. Let's get the rest of this stuff down and see what we've got as far as other resources for this. Well, pile number 1 is gone, and we have basically 1 and almost a third shulker boxes full of coal. Now, we will never need coal again, which is good, because I do have some plans in mind to actually make some new contraptions that are going to need fuel, so good. We don't need coal, ever again. Let's go put all our coal away, and we'll move on to the next pile. All right, and we got just some... Oh, be quiet, Microsoft. We got some just ridiculous amount of redstone, so we don't need to get redstone for the rest of time either. So, yeah, let's go drop off all the redstone. All we got left now is the lapis over there, and then, of course, our iron and gold, which we'll have to smelt up to see exactly how much we got out of that, but I'm guessing it's a lot. So let's go put away this. We'll get the lapis, figure out how much lapis we got, and then we'll smelt down the iron and gold, and we'll figure out where we're at. And with that, we've got, well, we found some more redstone, but we also have about a little over half a shulker box, or actually, yeah, about half a shulker box full of lapis. So what this means is that, well, of course, the iron and gold are going to have to get smelted down too into usable components. That's not a big deal. That'll just take some time. What this means is that, while this is being really loud and putting things away, is that we basically don't have to go mining this season again, like, at all. We have now all of the resources we could ever possibly want or need to do pretty much anything we want from here on out. We've got an iron farm, so we've got plenty of iron. We've got all this lapis. We've got all that gold sitting outside. We got all the various different stones. I mean, we've got almost a full shulker box worth of gravel over here. We've got plenty of diorite, plenty of andesite, granite, stone coming out our ears. Same with cobblestone. So, I mean, we've got all of the resources we could ever possibly want to do pretty much anything on the server. So we don't need to actually go looking for resources again at this point. We're good. We're all kinds of good at this point. And as soon as we smelt all this down, we'll have some more gold. Of course, the iron, like I said, we've got an iron farm. So, I mean, it's not like absolutely a must that we have this iron, but I mean, that's a lot of iron that we got just from it was about 5.5, 6 hours worth of beacon mining, which if you've ever beacon mined for any length of time, you know, after about 3 hours, you're pretty much done. After 4 hours, you're starting to hallucinate. And after 5 hours, you're starting to see, you know, pink elephants dancing in front of your vision, which is about where we got to. I just got to the point where I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And a lot of people are going to ask me, well, why didn't you just go strip mining? Because it's too very loud in there. Why didn't you go strip mining? Because that's probably the best way of getting resources and getting diamonds too. And the reason is because that's boring. And especially since I did a lot of this on a live stream, I wanted to do something that was at least partially entertaining for the audience. So I chose to do the beacon mining route because that at least you can go through a whole bunch of stuff really fast and get through a bunch of resources and cause certain people to have heart attacks thinking that you're going to run out of durability on your pickaxes, which is always fun. Speaking of pickaxes, we actually were able to almost completely heal up both of our efficiency 5 mending silk touch pickaxes just by going through the coal, the lapis, the diamonds, and the redstone. So that's good. We at least got through all of those, and then we just got to go tear down that giant pillar of iron ore over there and put away all of our stuff that we have been smelting down. So let me go grab all that stuff. I'm going to smelt it down, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how much we got. All right, so all of our gold, all of our iron has smelted down. So let's see how much we got out of that. We got that much iron, which is pretty darn good. Because we had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 8 stacks of iron. And then we had a little under 2 stacks of gold from that mess that we got. So that is not bad. The iron, the iron is the iron. I mean, we've got iron, we got an iron farm, but it's always nice to have a little bit extra just sort of sitting here. And let's see if I can actually get to this chest back here. Yes, I can. Haha. And it's always nice to have a little bit extra iron just in case. Just because. But we've got plenty of iron. We now have, 3, 4 and some stacks of gold. We can always get more gold, though, because we have a gold farm. I'm mostly impressed, though, with the fact that, look at this. We've got, almost 2 full double chests of smooth stone. We've got 3 double chests full of stone brick. We've got a couple of shulker boxes in here that have stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, and cracked stone bricks in there. So if we do need to do any kind of improvement on anything on the base, we've got plenty for that. Plus, we've also got plenty for detailing later on. So we've got enough for the stone brick stairs, for stone brick walls, so we can do the detailing on the outside. We have plenty of materials. We have enough materials to last us for the rest of the season. However long the season is, we have enough to last for all of it and do lots more builds with lots of different types of resources. We got all the different types of stone now. We can do pretty much any kind of build we want to do, which is really nice. It's always the secret behind survival games, and I'm taking this directly from a guy who plays 7 Days to Die I've been watching, that you may have seen some of my videos where I've talked about it, is Glock 9, who does a lot of 7 Days to Die. His secret to survival games, and I think he's correct, is being efficient. The biggest thing is to be efficient with your resource gathering, because if you're efficient with your resource gathering, then it frees you up to do a whole lot of other stuff. So we now have enough materials that we can do. We can make concrete. We can make things out of any of the rocks. We've got plenty of nether bricks if we want to do something with nether brick or nether brick types of materials. We can do that. We've got plenty of glass. We've got all the materials that we need to do pretty much any kind of build we want to do in the future, which is awesome. The only thing we're running low on a little bit here is wood, which that's easy to fix though, because we do have the wood farm downstairs, so we can always grow more wood. So if we need things like chests or barrels or anything like that, we'll be doing just fine as far as that goes. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had fun. That's all the time we have for today. But next episode, we are actually going to be building Custard's Last Stand, which I think is going to be a fantastic shop that we have in the shopping district. Plus, we'll also be working on the tower that you can kind of almost see up there for the governor's quarters. So we're going to be working on that as well. But that is next episode. For now, though, I'm going to have to say goodnight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like on your way out the door if you did enjoy it. Just press the like button gently. Don't smash it. You don't want to break it for other people. And if you are new here, consider subscribing. I'm almost at 250 subscribers. We're going to have a big party when I hit 250. And at episode 25, we'll be doing something special here in the TryCraft world. So I would love if you stuck around for that. But whatever you do tonight, make sure you go out, play some games, have some fun. I'll see you all again real soon. Have a good night, everybody.